This is Seth Wheeler reporting live from the Patriot Hall, and we have a very important question we want to ask some people. Ready to go? Let's go, camera woman. Excuse me, sir, can I ask you a question?
Oh, absolutely.
If you could have your roommate give up anything for Lent, what would it be?
Well, I think I'd have to go with, making a mess out of the room and not cleaning it up. It gets kind of frustrating sometimes.
Would you say that you live in a veritable wasteland of filth?
I reckon that would be an accurate statement.
There you have it, messy rooms. Excuse me, miss, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If there's one thing that you could have your roommate give up for Lent, what would it be?
Wow. That's awful. Drinking my soda?
Drinking or soda? If there is one thing that you would have your roommate give up for Lent, what would it be?
Oh man, that's a really good one. Taking really long showers in the morning.
Long showers? What's so annoying about that to you?
Well, the whole apartment feels like a sauna, and can't get in the shower in the morning. So yeah.
Would you say it feels like your blood is boiling from the humidity?
Yes, I like the furious anger and the humidity both contribute to this. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If you would have your roommate give up anything for Lent, what would it be?
Not acting like a weirdo?
On a scale from 1 to 10, how weird would you say he acts?
I'd say an 11.
This dial goes all the way to 11. If there's one thing that you would have your roommate give up for Lent, what would it be?
Walking naked around in my room.
Walking naked in your room.
Yeah,
Is this a common thing?
occasionally, yeah.
A common thing. Excuse me, sir. Could I ask you a question?
Sure.
If there is one thing that you would have your roommate give up for Lent, what would it be?
I think I would have him give up listening to, singing, talking about, and thinking about the Counting Crows.
The Counting Crows, huh? So he's a pretty big Counting Crows fan?
Yeah, pretty bad.
Candy Crows are awesome.
How's that lollipop?
Well, I feel like it would be something better if we did it together, and it might not be so much as giving something up, but doing something, and maybe going to bed before 2 a.m., possibly.
Would you say that you are a night owl?
I would say definitely more of a night owl than a morning person. It tends to take a half an hour before we say anything to each other in the morning when we wake up.
Hoot hoot, the owls are in the nest this Lenten season. Excuse me, miss, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If there is one thing that you would have your roommate give up for Lent, what would it be?
Probably snoring, because she wakes me up every morning doing that.
Snoring. Is that an involuntary action? How would she give that up for Lent?
Maybe those breathe right strips.
Breathe right strips for Lent.
But, I don't know. My roommate doesn't bother me. At all.
Excuse me, sir, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
If you could have your roommate give up anything for Lent, what would it be?
Well, first off, I have two roommates. So, my first roommate, Kevin Abdo, I would have him give up breaking my controllers when he loses in video games. And I'd have my second roommate, Matt Tooman, give up tripping for Lent.
Tripping. Is this a pretty common problem with Tooman?
It is, and he actually hurt his knee in basketball practice, so he was actually on crutches, so there was more tripping. But, yeah.
There you have it. Tripping and broken controllers. Excuse me, miss, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If there is anything that you would have your roommate give up for Lent, what would it be?
I'm an RA. I don't have a roommate.
A likely story. Excuse me, Jared Smythe. Can I ask you a question?
Oh, wow, Seth, it's great to see you here.
If there is one thing that you would have your roommate give up for Lent, what would it be?
That's a great question. Thanks for asking. Well, of course, I live with Luke Agnew, and something that's been happening lately with all the storms and stuff we've been having is when it gets a little thundery out, when it gets a little It's kind of rainy. He gets really scared, and he doesn't like to go to sleep when he's scared without his little teddy Padua. And so Luke, he'll kind of like walk meekly over to my room and knock on the door and be like, Jared, where's Padua? And I'm like, I don't know, Luke. And so we go, and the little rascal's never in the same spot, and so we gotta get up and look for Padua and da-da-da-da. And then also his flea collection is annoying because he doesn't keep them in a cage.
Fleas and fear, a very alliterative thing to give up for Lent. This is Seth Wheeler reporting live from Mount St. Mary's University. Back to you in the newsroom.